In this video, we talk about landscaping when buying a new home, some tips, some mistakes, and what you should know as a homeowner. That's starting right now.
Welcome to Home Buyers School, brought to you by Brookfield Residential.
Hi everyone, Carl Ye here. Welcome to another Home Buyers School video, a channel where you get the latest strategies, tactics, and tips from home buying experts. And remember, if this is your first time on this channel and you want to get the latest strategies from the experts, hit the subscription button below, hit the little notification bell so you don't miss anything. So today I'm joined by Kurt Gibson, Director of Field Operations with Brookfield Residential. And the topic we're going to cover is landscaping and a new home construction. So Kurt, can you tell me when you're buying a new home, what does the builder actually provide in terms of the landscaping?
Typical standard would be they would excavate the ground after it's done. And obviously when they're building the home, there's all the ground around that has to be cleaned up, and they would excavate that to the point where it's got a low, and then usually they put about 6 to 8 inches of topsoil on top of that.
Okay.
And that's for any planting and, and sodding and everything you want to do. I know us as a builder, we typically, in a lot of cases, will put front yard sod in.
Okay.
Not every builder does, but some will do that. Not a lot of builders that do a complete package, at least on the production side of the building. So
yeah, and so what? What are some tips in terms for a new homeowner to take care of the landscaping around, or make additions to that landscaping?
Well, I mean, one of the big things that's important is we have to get what we call a grade certification on every property. And what that is, it gets registered with the city. And the idea is then the whole point is so that the grades are determined, and what you want to do is not cause any issues with your neighbors. So a lot of times, misconceptions, people will come in and start grading their own yards and digging things up, changing the grade. Yeah. And then what happens is that their neighbors end up getting water, and sometimes it can cause water in their basements and stuff. So you don't want to be messing with that too much unless you figure out or get somebody, an expert, to come in and determine what the right thing is to do there. The big thing for me is, in Calgary's climate again, you want to go through a year of settlement. And what that typically means is that when we excavate, obviously every building we do, we typically excavate a hole in the ground, and you're basically taking dirt out, and when you put dirt back in, it doesn't settle at the same rate. And you typically want to go through all 4 seasons, especially a rainy season, to do it. I mean, one misconception is I've seen a lot of people take a hose and try and go around the house to try and increase the settlement.
Oh, really?
But what happens is they end up putting water in their basement, or they get water in a neighbor's basement, because they're forcing so much water into the ground.
My dad has done that. Yes.
And it forces so much water in the ground, and water will just find a place to get in.
Yep.
And so if it goes underneath the footings or comes up through the basement, and the thing people want to remember with that is you don't want to be doing that, because you could probably void your warranty with your builder if you do that.
Oh, really?
And you can actually cause concrete issues, cracking issues by forcing so much water, because again, water's always going to try and find inside if it can, or go to a place where it can go to a normal airspace or something like that.
So what happens? What other mistakes do some new home owners make in terms of that landscaping or grading issue?
Well, a lot of people want to get it done. I mean, and I get it. I mean, kids, dogs. I mean, you want to get your landscaping done, but I think rushing it quickly is probably one of the biggest things people have. But if you are going to go do it, I think you have to be prepared for the fact that if you're moving in, say in the wintertime, and you want to get it done in the spring, you have to be prepared for the fact that you're going to have to deal with some of the settlement issues, because around your house it's going to settle quite a bit. I mean, it can settle, I've seen it as much as 3-4 feet deep. And the big problem is people go to try and throw just more topsoil in. Topsoil is not a great, you have to make sure you get some clay or something in there, bring that up so that you can get the proper base in, and then put topsoil on. Because again, what happens if it's not done properly, water forcing against your foundation just puts pressure on it and finds ways to try and get in the house. So.
And remember, if you have any questions about house settling, watch our video above. So if you do want to change maybe some of your landscaping and grading, is it something that you might want to talk to your builder with before you actually make that correction?
In some cases, you want to talk to your builder. I mean, I think the biggest thing you need to do is talk to your neighbors. I mean, it's really about working that out with your neighbors, because it's not an issue typically between the builders. Builders do it. I mean, we typically design a street, so we're doing the entire street and trying to figure that out. Where the last thing you want to do is cause an issue typically with your neighbor and have bad relations there. So if you want to change it and you need to put a retaining wall in, you probably want to turn around and talk to it. But you can also there's lots of landscaping companies out there that certainly should have the expertise to be able to help drive that solution too. So
once you take possession of a new home, that landscaping is pretty much your responsibility.
It is, yes,
Right?
it is. Yeah, I mean, one of the big misconceptions we have as builders, a lot of times we'll get a phone call in a year. You know, we'll put it in, say, in the summertime,
Yeah.
and customers will come back and call us, and they'll be wanting new trees replaced or they want sod replaced, and they didn't bother to water it.
Okay.
And we don't water or
Yes.
we don't warranty that
Yeah.
because it's obviously as soon as we turn it over, it really is a maintenance issue for the homeowner to take care of. So.
You know what's interesting is I've had some city folk come into my neighbor's yard, and they actually start watering the trees. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Well, again, I think it's important to water your trees. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm no horticulturist,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, the bottom line is that you can certainly look up a lot of the stuff online and
Yeah.
determine what trees need what water, and you know, I think it's obviously beneficial. I mean, I live in an older area where they always say you should put water on your trees and stuff, but make sure you're doing it to the right amount.
Yeah.
I mean, the last thing you want to do is have so much water that it's going into a direction that's going to cause damage to somebody else's property or something. So,
Awesome. So do you have anything else to add?
I don't.
Great. Well, my question for you is, what are some of the landscaping tips you have when buying a new home? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
That's another edition of Homebuyer School. Tune in next time for more expert tips and tricks. And visit homebuyersschool.ca to bring you one step closer to finding your dream home. As with everything, it would be great if you like and share our videos. Also, please let us know if you have any home buying questions you want us to answer.